Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Astrology here on your Tuesday night Twitch stream for another installment in looking at natal charts of famous people. I'm glad you're with us tonight. Our chart is going to be a very interesting one, and you could make a case that they're all interesting to a certain extent, which I think they are. But this one has some very interesting characteristics that I haven't really looked at on this channel before, so I'm very excited. This is the chart of actress Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, born 1926 and passed away in 1962 at the tender age of 36 years old. For those of you who are a little bit more well-versed in astrology, Jupiter follows a 12-year cycle, and at 35 or 36, you're going to have what we call a Jupiter return, which generally speaking is a good year. So it's kind of surprising that she would pass away at 36. However, one of the most interesting things that happened is something that normally, I guess I would say normally good things happen on a Jupiter return, but that's not always the case. Jupiter is about expansion, and so when you're dealing with a planet like Jupiter, you have to be careful that things don't expand too much because bigger isn't always better. You're talking to the guy, who had multiple liver tumors, with one of them being very large. So I can tell you that bigger isn't necessarily better. So what's important for you to understand is that right around the time of Marilyn Monroe's death, she was in a picture called Something's Gotta Give. And because of all the problems that were going on and because of how she was acting, she was fired. She was fired from that picture, and eventually she was rehired, but the picture never was finished. One of her co-stars decided he would not come back to work without her, and 2 months after she was fired and then rehired, she passed away at the age of 36. So definitely a tragic story. This is someone who definitely had her share of relationship difficulties, so we're going to look at that. We're going to see what's going on. There are definitely a lot of interesting things in her chart to talk about. So I hope you'll stick with me tonight as we discuss the astrological chart of Marilyn Monroe.